Hi everyone, this is question 8 on paper 2 from 2023 for Edexcel. We've got a whole sort of 𝗲𝗏 kind of question here, and it's linked in with sequences and series. So part A, it says express 2 cos theta add 8 sin theta in the form r cos of theta minus alpha, where r and alpha are constants, r is greater than 0 and alpha is less than pi over 2 but greater than 0. Find the exact value of r and give alpha in radians to 3 decimal places. Okay, so what I like to do for this bit is look in the formula booklet where we're given our addition formulae, and we're looking for the cosine one. So we want to use this, and I like to write down my r cos theta minus alpha. So it's going to be, from this, it's going to be r cos theta cos alpha. And then we've got a minus, and notice that in the formula that's the opposite. So when you have a plus at the top, you have a minus here. And when you have a minus, you have a plus. So we've got a minus, so it's going to be plus r sine theta sine alpha. Okay, so I do that, and then I like to write underneath the function that we're given in the question. In this case, 2 cos theta plus 8 sine theta. We can see we've got the cos here and here. We've got the sine here and here, which means that r cos alpha must be 2, so I can form my first equation, and r sine alpha must be 8, so I can form my second equation. Okay, now, having formed those two equations, I've called them 1 and 2, so I divide equation 2 by equation 1. So r sine alpha equals 8 divided by r cos alpha equals 2. The r's cancel, sine over cos gives me tan, 8 over 2 gives me 4. So therefore alpha is inverse tan of 4, and inverse tan of 4 is 1.32581. The question asks for it to 3 decimal places, so that is going to be 1.326 to 3 decimal places. Okay, that's the first thing, we found alpha. Now to find r, what we do is we take these two equations, square them, add them together, and you'll see what happens now. So I take the two equations, square it, square the other one, and add them together. So r cos alpha squared add r sine alpha squared equals 2 squared add 8 squared from the equations I've called 1 and 2. You can then factorize out the r squared, and this is the key idea. You get cos squared add sine squared there, which is going to become 1. So that leaves us with r squared, in this case, equals 68. So r is root 68, which is 2 root 17. We're told in the question that r is greater than 0, so that's why we don't need to worry about plus or minus when we do the square root. So writing in the form of r cos theta minus alpha becomes 2 root 17 cos of theta minus 1.326, and that's part A done for 3 marks. Okay, now part B. Intriguing kind of connection of topics here. So they always like looking to like link the topics, and in this one they're linking sequences and series with this trig topic. So we've got this, an arithmetic sequence, they tell us, of which the first term is cos, the next term is cos add sine, and the next one is cos add 2 sine. So let's have a little think about it. Our A, first term is cos, common difference is sine, because we're adding on sine each time, and it says given that S9 represents the sum of the first 9 terms of this sequence, find the exact maximum value of S9. So there are, n is 9, so we're going to use the formula for the sum of an arithmetic sequence or series, which we're given in the formula booklet. Okay, so let's just have a look and see where we're going to find that. And I think it's, yes, over the page here. Okay, in the formula booklet, there we go. We have the sum of an arithmetic series there. So we're just going to use that formula from the formula booklet and sub in our A, D, and N. So N is 9, A is cos, and the common difference is sine. Okay, so we put all of that in, and what do we get? 9 over 2, 2 cos x plus 8 sine x. And that's what our expression is when we've subbed in. Now, at this point, presumably, we need to think to ourselves, what's the link between part A and part B? So I've written link to part A. Well, inside our bracket, we've got 2 cos x add 8 sine x. And you can see from the question but that's the exact thing that we had to find out our Rcos alpha for. So it means we can directly put the result from part A in place of the 2 cos x add 8 sin x, okay? So we directly put the result from part A in there. Okay, so that means that our sum is given by this expression. Now we're asked to try and find out what the maximum value of this sum is. Well, the maximum value of this sum is going to occur when the cosine of theta minus 1.326 is equal to 1. That's when we're going to get our maximum. Okay, so the maximum occurs when cos of theta minus 1.326 is 1. So in the equation, that gets replaced by 1. So we have 9 over 2 times 2 root 17. They cancel out, and that gives us 9 root 17 is the maximum value. So that's B part 1 done. B part 2, deduce the smallest positive value of x at which this maximum value occurs. Okay, well, drawing my cosine graph, I can see that cosine occurs, the smallest value of cos being 1 is when x is going to be 0. Okay, because remember, it happens when cos is 1, the maximum value. So doing inverse cos of 1 gives me 0. So theta minus 1.326 is 0. So we just add 1.326 to both sides. And the answer is, I've given it to 3 decimal places, 3 significant figures. I don't know why I've written decimal places. So giving the answer to 3 significant figures, we get 1.33 radians, which is our answer. Okay, quite a nice question with an interesting little link there to sequences and series. I hope you found that helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.